Oh, we are creating some tears in the kingdom of social media.
Here we go.
Welcome back to another video. The resolution and frame rate Gestapo are out in full force every time a game releases for Nintendo, it seems, and reviews extremely well. Tons of people lined up. You see pictures of people for midnight releases. Stuff that you hear doesn't happen anymore is happening, and the people who are dominated by social media hive mind sit around and think, why are these people not thinking about what I'm telling them to think about? Why are they not listening to us? Why are they not listening to the 30 frames per second, some frame drops here and there? Why? Why are these people enjoying video games? And I'm here to tell you that they're always going to get it wrong. And why can I say this with certainty? Because at one point in time, folks, I was an idiot too. We were all young once. We all made tons of mistakes. Some of the people are older, but the mentality is driven by social media. That's the only way to explain this. People are so focused in on micro level things when it comes to these macro level experiences. You cannot take the sum of 1 to 2 parts and apply it to the total experience for anything. Take a look at Tears of the Kingdom. Take a look at Burning Shores, the DLC exclusive to PS5. Does it look much better than Tears of the Kingdom? Absolutely. Is it pushing tons more graphical effects than Tears of the Kingdom? Absolutely. Does it have 1/10 of the physics-based gameplay that Tears of the Kingdom has? No, it does not. Well, then you've got to ask yourself, why doesn't it? If it is this huge AAA graphically intensive game, why when I take my spear can I not swing it and have it interact with, say, a tree? Why can't I chop that tree down? Why can't the physics in the world allow me to break that tree down to its smallest component and then use those components in a multitude of ways to create other things in the world that, by the way, also react according to physics? Why does Horizon not allow for that if it is so much better? The resolution is higher, the frame rate is higher. Hey, you have a choice between performance and quality. It must be better, and yet it doesn't have 1/10 of the gameplay that Tears of the Kingdom has. By the way, why can't I use an updraft while I'm using the paraglider as Aloy to create height with that paraglider? Why can't I create my own wind source that reacts physically in the world to create physics-based gameplay? Now, I'm not picking on Horizon. I think it is the best looking game so far this generation on any system, hands down. PlayStation first party is blowing away Xbox and Nintendo when it comes to graphics. But I want to focus in on the idea that if you pick apart every experience that you have and break it down into 1 or 2 things that you can find that are just not great about it and apply that to the entirety of the experience, you're going to have a very, very miserable and boring life. That's not how things work. Of course, there is this totality of an experience that you're going to have, and of course, you can find a few things that detract from that. But if you use those micro level complaints for something like a macro level art form of video games, again, you are absolutely positively incorrect, and you're going to see this micro versus macro compounded every single day on social media. The people that need to be seen, that need to be heard, that have these pseudo personalities, they've got to be correct and you've got to be wrong. And if they see these lines of people out there waiting for midnight launches for Zelda, they see these sales numbers, they see this merchandising around this franchise, all of the perfect review scores or the high review scores, well, to them, everyone else is wrong, but they're correct. Think about that for a second. When the whole world is pointing in one direction, you actually have the hubris to sit there and say, you know what? I'm right because I'm Mr. Super Gamer Bob on a social media website. I'm tired of this, folks. This game is incredible. I've been playing it for only about an hour and a half, and I've done more creatively in a game in terms of gameplay than I have in anything I've played this generation. I use the analogy, it's like getting a box of Legos, dumping it out on the floor and saying, go. you can do anything, and the world allows for it. Think about that. The world allows for physical interactions between everything, and also it allows for physical interactions between things that you create within the world that then have to relate to everything else. It is an amazing accomplishment. Now, of course, a response to this would be, I'm just a Nintendo shill. I'm a Nintendo fan. Nothing they do would ever be bad. You could use that, absolutely. You can go that route and dismiss everything that I'm saying, but I'm pretty confident, having played since the original Atari, even before that, with the Fairchild Channel F or the brown box Ralph Baer. Look it up, kids. You need to learn your history when it comes to this stuff. I'm pretty sure that over time, I've learned to sort of dismiss my own bias. I know that my shit smells like shit, folks. I know it because everyone's does. And I'm able to rise above that. And I can promise you that nothing I've ever played since the beginning of console gaming has ever been perfect. But I've played quite a few really perfect games. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.